Alright, welcome back. We just got matched up against a Minister. Not familiar with the name, so it might be a newer player, but hey, we're still in closed beta. Every player in here is pretty familiar with card games and pretty good. Question is, do I want to keep this hand? The answer is no. We're going second here. I want to have a 2-drop to try and stop him if he's aggressive, and these guys are terrible blockers even on 3. So we're going to ship this, see what we get. Alright, we get a 2-drop. We get something to do turn 1 to interrupt, say if he's... Yep. Ooh, we got a Huckleberry here. Alright, well, let's hope we can tear something out of his hands. Oh, alright. So he's on Oni Ronin, but it looks like he is Stone Scar. So Oni Ronin is a lot scarier in Rakano than Stone Scar, but still a good card, something to be respected. One of the best 1-drops in draft, because as you see here, he's on the play. He's definitely going to swing with it. It's going to start rolling. I'm going to take out this trick, Devours, whatever. Rapid Shot's a really good aggressive trick, and our opponent's going to have an aggressive start that we want to deal with. Scaly Gruon will help with that, but he's going to get off a few War Cries. I'm not going to be blocking with Lethrai right now. Assuredly. See what his follow-up is. This guy's got a really good start. We've got our work cut out for us this game. I'll play the Ranger and pass, and jeez. We're going to be losing some life here, but life is a resource, and we're going to make, hopefully, the most of it. Sadly, our Feln deck does not have anything like Plague or Lightning Storm as far as massive area of effect damage to kind of punish these boards that go wider than us that we have to keep up with. That's really where Feln, I think, gets its biggest strength, is that it's in those colors. But, yeah. Just have to get creative. Here I'm just going to play the Gruon and come up the ground. Now, if you notice, there's a pause here, which means he's got something to do, which we know is at least Devour, and I guess he was maybe thinking about devouring, but it's important to keep track of those pauses there. They only happen when your opponent can do something. Oh, speaking of doing something, he is getting a 5/5 and getting a +2/+2 armor in his hand. He is getting way ahead of us. This Wisdom of the Elders is going to have to bail us out. Or we can play Dark Wisp and Herald Song here. It gives us a little chump guy. And if we're effectively seeing just as many cards as Wisdom, but it's using our power more. Let's do that instead. Blood Beetle. Doesn't really do a whole lot here. Does it do enough to justify staying in our hand is the question. And I don't think it does that either. We're going to get rid of it. Play the Dark Wisp. And yeah, we're sitting back. So if he equips this guy up, it becomes a... Surprised if he just goes all in on this and makes it 7/7, and then hopefully we just find a feeding time to deal with it. See what he does here. To him. Alright, so he's spreading out his threats. He's trying to get more War Cries off. So, going to assume he doesn't have another trick. We've already ripped the Rapid Shot out of his hand. And we're just going to do this, essentially trading this Lethrai Ranger and drawing a card for the card he drew, City Armor. I just don't want this to keep coming. And if I wait any longer, it just gives him more draw steps to draw something that blows us out. So, hey, there's our feeding time. Knowing that he's... Oh. Okay. So now we've got interesting... So we know Obsidian Golem's coming. It's a 3/3. So the nice thing with feeding time is that it turns off its Entomb effect. However, 5/5 is a bit harder to deal with than a 3/3. However, just drew Stone Scar Magus, so if I play that, that plus Gruon can block Thorn Beast and kill it because it'll give -2/-2, totaling 3 damage plus the -2/-2. So I'm going to sit on this feeding time for now. We'll see if he has something that I can't deal with that I can use this on, because currently I can deal with a Thorn Beast. So not rushing. And yeah, we're just going to do this. We're essentially trading a Magus for this Thorn Beast unless he has some sort of trick that he just... Or we're trading Gruon for Thornbeast, which also... Right, he can do that, and then we don't give a Nick 2 Tank 2. Wow, I'm bad at this game. If you can't tell, it's late, and I'm an idiot. So, yeah, that's not ideal. Well, you know, play well, get rewarded, as they say. Because now... So, if I equip Oblivion Spike and hit the Golem, can equip his other dude and have to jump with... Blech. That's not great here. So do we want to use Feeding Time? Really? Start drawing cards? Man, messed up. I should have just taken 5 there. So then we could have thrown away the Gruon this turn. Wow. Oh well, let's see if I can wiggle my way out of this. He's stuck on power. I've got to try and turn this around. Setting something good up here. I'm going to just take a beating if I do some here. But I'm going to. We'll see what happens. Hey, there we go. Alright. So now we've got something to apply pressure with. Or, say, block this Golem. Question is, do I want to do that block? I can also just block the Golem with this Magus and try and use this as my win con. I think that's what we'll do. This thing's highly valuable in this matchup, and this kind of feels like a waste. But I think based on our hand, I want to use this as my threat. Let's see what he's got here. Sure. Right, so ideally he draws a power here and plays this armor on his Thornbeast, and we can just take care of it with Feeding Time. Wow, a Brazen Daredevil. Jeez Louise. Well, that's a good Oblivion Spike target. My problem is the same thing, where this Thornbeast is giving us problems. I can't let him attack with this, though. I'm trying to think what I could possibly draw off here in the song. Lightning Strike? Thornbeast. Ooh, awkward city. And we know he's got that +2/+2 in hand. That's also an issue. Really don't want to discard the Thornbeast. Having creatures here makes the spike bigger. That, I Feeding Time this, hit him. Next turn, Oblivion Spike's a 1. But I get to keep Thornbeast, or do it that way. I'm not the biggest fan of this move. Oh god, he's just gonna equip this anyways. Wow, I'm just punting all over the place on this game. I'm sorry, guys. This is rough. I am not thinking straight right now. Oh, okay. He didn't equip. He's got some sort of fast spell. Oh, maybe this deck does just want 2 sabotages. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how we're winning this. I just don't know. God, how are we struggling to deal with just a 5/5? Our creatures are just that bad. Wow, he's got a torch? Really? What else could he have? A rapid shot, a temper. He would have tempered this by now. No way. Maybe it's... Wow, I am not sure what... Maybe he just has incredible discipline on temper. I imagine it's just torch, though. He's sitting on a good target. It's for 3. Oh, he might even try and want to hit us in the face with it. Our opponent's playing very well. Oh, and this is an issue. Well, first off, Whip Chain doesn't make it big enough to kill anything. And even if it did, it'd be in torch range. So this 3-1's just not doing a whole. I'm going to get a 5-5. I think it's better than having a 3-1 and a 3. And now we're going to see his trick. As if it is torch, guess, or even temper, got lethal on. So, right, there's the obsidian armor. Now if I mean, I don't even know how I win this game. If he has torch at this point, he's swinging at me with a 5-5 and a 4. So if he has torch and I block here, he can torch my face and I die. Block here, yeah, I'm just gonna block here and hope he has temper, and then he has to temper this guy. But okay, sure, it's rapid shot. I'm dead no matter how I block there. Alright, well, I played like crap and lost. So, there you have it. Very well played by my opponent, not so well played by me. I'll see you in the next match.